Welcome everybody to the finale of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Last time we braved the perils of level 8 and today we're here to bring an end to Ganon's tyranny once and for all and rescue the fabled Princess Zelda from his clutches. So here we are, ready to tackle level 9 in its entirety. So we come up here and normally there'd be an old man forbidding our passage from entering level 9, but we have all of the Triforce pieces in tow. So we're ready to tackle his scary, evil dungeon of mysteries and surprises and stuff. I don't know where I was going with that, so... Anywho, let's take the left route here, and normally how this first part, or portion of the dungeon works is that, this part kind of loops around a bit unless you know where to go. So I'm going to save you guys all the trouble and hassle here, and basically bomb right here, and we'll find ourselves a hidden passage to the way forward. And we have ourselves a new enemy! This right here is a Landmola. And it's best to take out the one for these guys because they have multiple body segments that need to be tackled, not unlike the Maldorums in level 2, so we're just gonna throw a few of these on them right here. And that's gonna do it. And level 9, let me tell you, is pretty fucking huge. Let me tell you. Did I just say let me tell you twice in the same sentence? Whatever. And of course, we've got to have tons of lights, because why not? So, better not get your shield eaten, because there's plenty of Wizrobes here to give ourselves a ginormous headache. Me and Link especially, so definitely want to steer clear of those. And much like level 8, there are also going to be 2 dungeon items for us to find. One of them which can be beneficial. The other one is an absolute requirement for tackling the final boss, which I'll be getting to in a moment. This right here is a Patra, another new enemy that probably should have been another boss in one of the previous dungeons, honestly, just based off of how long it takes for us to kill him. But yeah, you want to take care of the smaller body segments around him. Take care as to not get hit by each of those body segments, and he won't be too much of a problem. Go to the next room. I assume he means for us to bomb this wall right here. Or not? Is it this one? Okay, I guess it is. Oh boy. More Wizrobies. God knows I love these guys. It's just so much worse when they throw in Bubbles and other red Wizrobes in the mix as well. Otherwise, like, I know the AI for the blue Wizrobes well enough to not get hit by too much BS. So... yeah, the first item we're gonna try and get... not in this direction, though. We're gonna have to backtrack a little bit. The first item we want to get is the Red Wing. Red Wing. The Red Ring, and it's basically just an extension of the Blue Ring, in which we take even less damage than usual, and it certainly helps a lot, especially in the final dungeon. Just sucks that we don't get it until like the very end of the game, but I digress. And all I can remember is that, like, the Red Ring is hidden off in the top right corner of the map, whereas the silver arrows, the silver arrows are hidden off in the top left location of the map, and those are an extension of the arrows that we got from earlier on. They're just a bit more powerful, and it's going to be what we need to land the finishing blow on Ganon, so definitely don't want to make it to the end without it, otherwise we're going to be completely screwed. So it'd suck if we accidentally ran into him and wasn't completely aware of him being in the next room too, because this isn't like any other Zelda game where we usually have like a boss door or something signifying where the boss is up ahead. So, yeah. Oh boy. Patras. Gotta love those. Especially when they do that, and it makes it so freaking difficult to get around the stupid fucking ring of minions. But there's the map, which is gonna help us a lot. Oh boy. Likes and Wizrobes, my favorite. Whew. Probably gonna need to kick in a potion here soon. Whew, that was close. Thank God I had my shield up. But yeah, as you can most clearly see, level 9 is pretty gosh dang huge. Alright, so it looks like the dungeon item is in here, so gonna want to come up here, and here we are. More off-screen map bullshit shenanigans. Oh god. Alright, let's go ahead and kick in our first potion dosage here. Man, that is so slow. Alright, so let's take care as to not get hit too much for the rest of the dungeon. Not that that should be too much of an issue since we're about to get the red ring anyway, so we'll more than likely have more health on hand by the time we reach Ganon. But yeah, there's our red ring. And I don't know why, but again, it's another case of it being similar in the case of the blue ring, where I just really love the color palette for the red ring for some reason. Like, you couldn't have picked a better shade of red. It looks so nice and glorious. Especially on this version of Zelda 1 too, it looks a bit more highlighty than it would in any other version of the game, I guess. Though it kind of makes it a bit hard for me to see like where Link's belt and boots and hair color palettes are on his sprite, but I digress. Alright, so now we can come over here. Whew. Wish I had that fairy earlier. Gosh dang it, you just had to do that, didn't ya? Alright, so yeah, having the magic key here certainly helps. Alright, so we're gonna take this route right here. Let's see if it leads anywhere interesting. Okay, so whew. This one's a little bit different. Instead of spreading out his other minions like in a big circle, this guy just simply spins them around. Bleh. Spins them around in a fancy orbital pattern. So I can't talk today. I should have had myself a water before recording this part, but whatever. Too late to turn back now. Alright, so I think this set of stairs here actually, or stairs rather, this one most certainly leads to Ganondorf, if I can recall correctly. So we'll save this flight of stairs for later. Let's head over in this direction here so we can grab our bundle of silver arrows first. Oh my god, no. No! No! Don't you eat my shield, gosh darn it. See if I can get a heart off of these guys. Anything for a sword beam. Or not. Whatever. Fine. I didn't need your stinking heart anyway. Oh, now I get one. And a fairy. Jesus Christ. Why am I getting so many fairies if I already have, like, full HP? It's starting to piss me off, actually. Alright, don't want to get hit by those traps there going into that flight of stairs, so... Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, so I think I want to go to the left here, since we've already explored the rooms to the right of here. Once again, going off of our map memory here, trying to keep in mind where we've been in proportion to where we are on the map, so that way we can get a better idea of where to bomb. Oh shoot! No 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 no. That's not where we want to be. Crap. That's where Ganon is. Ah. Gosh darn it. I got a bit mixed up there for a second. Shoot. This place really is one huge maze, isn't it? Not quite as mazy as level 7 is, simply because it's a bit more linear in comparison, but... Whew, boy. Almost got sidetracked for a second without even having the silver arrows on hand. Okay, so, yeah, it looks like we're not going to be taking that route here just yet. So, instead, we're going to have to come back through here and see if we can find another path to the silver arrows. Which might as well be our boss key for this dungeon, but I digress. I like how, for some reason, like, because, like, the NES has a limited color palette, it also changes the color of our arrows, too. That's just something funny I've noticed, actually. Gotta love those early NES era color limitations, let me tell you. Alright, so... I'm gonna have to come through here, actually. No! Shoot! God dang it! They just had to throw a bunch more likes here, didn't they? Ugh. Crap. Second time, too. Alright, so can we bomb to the left here? That'd be nice if we could. Nope. Alright, so what's over here? Oh, jeez. Blue land millers, that's what. And more bombs. Finding the silver arrow is becoming one giant chore in itself, let me tell you. I'm getting hit by so many freaking bubbles. Well, yes. Yes, they sure do. So... I guess we're not going this way. Shoot. Oh, wow. This is a one-way shutter. Shoot. Okay. Okay, so... gonna have to backtrack here a little bit. Okay. A few rupees for our troubles. Can't complain. If I have to, I might back out of here for another shield. But we'll see. Actually, hold up just a second. He did mention that the eyes have secrets, so... Okay, no. That's not it. Getting so lost here, let me tell you. Just gonna ignore the likes for now. Shoot. That's not good. Where am I at now? Can we bomb here? Okay, cool. Okay, so I guess we'll check out this side of the dungeon here. I'm just not quite sure where we need to go in order to, like, find where the silver arrows are. Like, gosh darn, you know? Maybe I should have taken those flight of stairs after all. Of this room. Oi. Yeah, never mind. This really is one giant maze to an extent. You can blame my words for screwing me over on that one. Oh boy. Okay. Oh man. Ugh. Don't want to get hurt by my own flames. Alright, so which room is this one? Oh, wait a second, I know. Okay, so we just made a full circle back to one of the earlier rooms of the dungeon. Go me. And now we have no way of defending ourselves from these wizrobes. Joy. So... yeah, this kind of blows. Alright, so it looks like we're gonna have to come back through here. And we're just gonna have to play super careful around these wizrobes now that we don't have a shield. Or a good one, anyway. Ugh. The red ring certainly helps with tanking hits, though. Darn. Not a single heart. Okay, so now we want to head through here. And, okay, this time I'm taking the stairs. Like, no ums or buts about it. Like, my intuition was, like, just completely off for once, so... Yeah, this is where I need to be. God dang it. Why didn't I take this earlier? I would have saved, like, 10 minutes doing this. No, 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 no! Stupid bubbles! Ah! Why'd they have to put so many bubbles in a room filled with whiz robes? Alright, this has got to be it. I am positive. Thank goodness! Jesus Christ! Where were you earlier? Alright, so now we can take the fight over to Ganon. So let's fucking do this. And us having a shield or not doesn't really make much of a difference for the fight, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Unless I run into too many whiz robes. Alright, so now we're gonna take this route and then head over in this direction. I need to stop getting eaten up by these like though. Real talk. Got a few heart drops. Can't complain. Okay. So let's not get hit by too many whiz robes here on the way, and I think we'll be fine. Oh, hey! That's weird. The enemies in this room are gone. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, but okay. And for this room too. Huh. I guess the enemy flag rule works a bit differently than I thought it did. Yeah, because we've been away from this room for like a while, actually. Like, I couldn't tell you how many rooms away we've been for certain, but like, I would have thought they'd respawn by now. Okay, so we got ourselves one pack trip between us and Ganon, so let's make short work of this fella here. Here we are. Booyah! And with that, let's take down the final boss of Zelda 1. Found ya! Alright, so the way this fight works is that Ganon kind of spends the majority of the fight being invisible like a pussy. And there is kind of a pattern as to where he'll show up, and you basically just kind of want to blindly stab around until he shows up. And once he turns a specific color, you want to land that finishing blow with the silver arrow, and that's all she wrote. So, just gonna fill up my health here real quick. Here we are. I'd say 2 more hits ought to take him down. Not too terribly difficult of a fight, but it's so, like, out there. Like, I don't think anybody would expect their fight with Ganon to be something like this in the first Zelda game, so... Yeah, once you have a good idea as for what you need to do, he goes down pretty simply, just like any other boss. It's just a bit, I'll admit, RNG-ish as for where he'll spawn, I guess. if you don't make yourselves like completely familiar with the pattern, which is almost impossible unless you hack the game or something. So yeah, there actually is a video online showing or detailing where Ganon is if he wasn't invisible, and it's quite funky to look at, to say the least, so I'd advise giving that a look. But yeah, now that Ganon is defeated, we can save our damsel in distress and finish up our quest for glory, for fame, the Triforce, and for world peace. Thanks, Link, you're the hero of Hyrule. Finally, peace returns to the land of Hyrule. The end. And with that, that was The Legend of Zelda, the original for the Nintendo Entertainment System. Hooey! Yeah, this game hasn't aged all too well. I'll admit I have a bit more fun with this than I do with games like Metroid 1, admittedly. But, yeah, not going to be doing the second quest right after this. I'm probably going to be jumping into Zelda 2 as soon as this playthrough's finished uploading. And, but we'll just have to see from there. I do plan to tackle the second quest in the future. I just need to be better prepared. But yeah, I'd say relatively speaking, it's a low-tier Zelda game. And that's mostly because of its age and just kind of the fundamental issues it brings with it, being an early NES era title. But that's okay, because at the very least, it kind of tells you, for a 30-plus-year-old franchise that, like, yeah, the series just gets better from here. Like, it didn't peak super early, thankfully. So, yeah, I've got no complaints with it being a low-tier title. I can live with that. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in Zelda 2: The Adventure of Link.